So this is a pile of rocks that I like to crawl on at my local park, and it's been a pretty challenging little course for all of my crawlers. One, because the rocks are very like randomly placed, and also they're very jagged. The whole thing's also placed on an incline, so it makes it really awkward and difficult for a lot of my crawlers to climb up. My R1, Gmade R1 can do it sometimes, but not always perfectly. And then my GSO2F pump is able to do it a little bit, but the body kind of gets in the way and the tires aren't as big. But they both still struggle quite a lot, especially some of these lines here. Starting out, the rear wheels tend to kind of just keep bouncing. So I was kind of curious if the rock soccer could do it in the configuration that I have it in, and then I was going to try it with the Hyrax tires from the R1 afterwards. But even with these Tamiya tires that are on it, granted these are the softer versions of these tires, but even with just the Tamiya tires, it's able to climb up this whole course like it's nothing. So that's pretty interesting that technically my least performing rock crawler is able to outperform both of those vehicles. So two things that I'm noticing driving this truck around is, one, the rear steer definitely helps a lot, so I think the R1 could benefit from that. Two, you see how the tires are folding like that, and they're able to actually conform over the rocks? I think that's another thing that would help a lot with the R1 and the pump. Those trucks, the wheels are not vented because I do tend to drive those sometimes in the water, and I don't want to deal with that. But with these Tamiya beadlocks, the CR01 beadlocks, even though I attempted to make them watertight, they just aren't. So I think that's another thing that helps a lot as well. So that's pretty interesting, and I've been actually really impressed with the rock soccer. The only thing that the CR01 still kind of struggles with is its weight. It's a very, very heavy vehicle, and also because of its strange, like, half monster truck, half trail truck kind of chassis, it does also, that's really bound up in there. And also the center of gravity is very, very high. Also, the cantilever suspension, it doesn't allow for a lot of articulation, so that can be a benefit in certain areas, but in other areas it also becomes a hindrance. So that's just like a fault of the overall design of the truck. I know some people have converted it to regular, just coilover shocks, gotten rid of that whole cantilever system, which if I was going for outright performance is something I could do, but I do want to keep this truck mechanically pretty much the same as the regular CR01, so that is something that I don't really want to change.